What part of Tennessee was Grandpa from?
Johnson County.
So it was in Johnson County?
Yeah.
And did he have any brothers in Johnson County?
Yeah, he had one brother Taylor and one Dave.
Uh-huh.
But they've all been dead for a long time now. Sister's name was Katie Ann.
Uh-huh.
And my next oldest one was Lottie Bell.
Lottie Bell.
And the next one was Laura Francis.
And they were all Smiths?
All Smiths and me. Then I was the youngest one.
Uh-huh. How did you spell your maiden name?
S-M-I-T-H.
What town did you and Grandpa live in when you first got married? You lived in Tennessee or West Virginia?
No, West Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we always went to West. One of them lived in Annabelle,
Uh-huh.
West Virginia.
Your sisters, what towns did they live in?
Well, it wasn't really a town. It was between Welch and Annabelle. It was in McDowell County.
Husband Sam.
Oh,
His brothers lived in what town?
Well, now let me see. West Virginia and Pageton.
Pageton?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And my sister I was the youngest, and his first wife was my sister.
Right.
And after she got sick and couldn't get out of bed or nothing, she had TB.
What was her name?
Laura Francis.
And she had Uncle Harry and Aunt Sophie?
Mm-hmm. And Mary Jane.
And Mary Jane.
She had the three.
Uh-huh.
And now that was in West Virginia then. And my mother and Daddy come to, when she got so sick and, in bed fast, right, then they come and stayed with them for a few months, and me also. See, I think I was about 20 then.
Uh-huh.
And
what was your mother and father's name?
Frank Smith
Uh-huh.
and Elizabeth Smith.
What was her name before it became Smith?
Owens.
Owens?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Owens. They were Owens.
Do you remember meeting your grandparents?
Mm-mm.
So they had all passed on.
Oh yeah, they don't pass.
Do you remember? You remember being told what their names were? Like Frank Smith's mother and father?
No, I don't.
Or how about your mother's mother and father?
Oh, my father's name was Frank Columbus.
Frank Columbus Smith?
Smith.
Uh-huh.
But when he first came to America, you mean my husband?
No, your father.
Oh, my father. Oh.
Your father was Frank Columbus Smith?
Yeah.
But he was German, right? Or his father was German? Your daddy?
Yeah, my daddy was German, full-blooded German.
Full-blooded. So he
But
spoke...
my mother was American,
Yeah. He spoke German then.
Well, he spoke a little. He could speak pretty good American.
Yeah.
English.
Did he ever say what year he came over?
I don't never remember.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember way back there.
Yeah.
And he was a real good man. And
Is he the one that was real? Is he the one that was tall? You said there was one that was real tall.
Yeah, he was a big, tall man.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
What country was your mother's folks from?
Yes, all from Tennessee.
But I mean, way back. What did they ever say? What country they were from?
Nothing. Only I just knew this from Tennessee.
Tennessee,
and
huh? Yeah. And that was from the Owens family.
Mm-hmm. And when my husband got sick, and see, I was the youngest one in the family.
Mm-hmm.
My sisters all died before I was, when I was still living and everything.
Uh-huh.
And when my sister that belonged to my husband, after she died, after she got passed getting up out of the bed. You know, my mother and Daddy come from Tennessee to stay with her, you know, and me.
Uh-huh.
And then they stayed till after she passed away.
What did she die of?
TB, tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis.
And my oldest sister died with cancer of the stomach.
Uh-huh.
And that's what killed my mother and my daddy, both cancer of the stomach.
I see.
What the doctor said.
How old were your mother and father when they passed on?
I just can't remember, but they were pretty old. They were. And I was...
Did either one of them reach 90 years of age?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no, they... I believe they were maybe in their early 70s.
Uh-huh.
And then they come after my... Now, that was in Tennessee, and my sister lived in West Virginia that died next to me.
Yeah.
And after she got past sitting up or anything, you know, when she began to get pretty sick, they both come and lived with them to help me wait on.
Well, that's nice.
And I come with them, you know, me
Yeah.
and my mother and daddy. And then after she passed away, but their children, Harry and Mary Jane and Sophie, and Ethel,
Uh-huh.
and they call me their little mommy, and her their little mommy, and me their big mommy, because I guess she was in bed all the time.
Yeah.
And so they were just...
How old was she when she caught tuberculosis?
Well, she was just 2 years older than me,
Uh-huh.
and
how big were the kids at that time?
and I was about I guess I was 20.
Uh-huh. How big was Uncle Harry and
Well,
Mary Jane and Sophie?
Mary Jane was just a baby,
Baby, huh?
little. And Harry and Sophie was almost grown.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm just 10 years older than Harry,
Uh-huh.
and he was the oldest one of the family, of her children.
Now Harry was in the Navy, right, before he became a minister?
Yeah.
How many years was he in the Navy?
I just can't remember.
Uh-huh.
He was in the Navy a few years, but I can't remember.
Was he a minister before he went into the
No,
Navy or
no,
after?
after.
After.
And so after she got so sick, you know, and not able to get up or nothing, well, my mother and daddy and me, we went from Tennessee to West Virginia to live with her, to wait on her and take care of her and the kids, you know, she had kids.
Yeah.
Kids.
Well, that's good.
And, well, after she passed away, then my mother and daddy, I think, stayed on about 2 months, and then they wanted to go back to their home. You know, they just locked up their home and left it in Tennessee.
Uh-huh. What kind of work did your daddy do?
Oh, let me see.
Was he a farmer or a miner? Or?
Oh, no, he's a farmer. He
Farmer.
didn't work in the mines.
Uh-huh.
My husband's the one that worked in the mines. Yeah.
What kind of plants did your dad plant? Or was he like take care of animals or cattle or what?
No, we always had hogs and chickens and a cow,
And a cow.
but no horses there. And we had chickens, oh yeah.
And what kind of, did he plant corn or soybean? Or?
Yeah, he planted corn and beans. I don't know the name of the beans, but he always planted corn and beans and potatoes. Oh, when I was a child, children then had to do a lot of different things. You know, we had to wash dishes and help clean the house and everything.
Uh-huh.
And
So you know how to milk a cow and
oh yeah,
raise chickens?
we always had a cow
Yeah.
and we raised chickens. We just lived in the country. It was in the country.
Uh-huh.
And
Did they have tractors in those days?
I don't believe they did. I can't think of anything.
So
that
he
had
must have had horses then,
They
right?
had plenty of horses.
Plenty of
then.
horses.
A lot of people had horses and cows, and hogs and chickens and everything.